Well, friends, thank you for tuning into our midweek message here at St Mary's. My name's Phil Harrington, and I am the rector here. And I've just taken the opportunity to come out into the garden to film this message, and I'm really hoping it's not too windy. But it's such a beautiful day, I thought I would try it out. Now, this Sunday, we would have been gathering up at St Mary's for our APCM, our annual party celebrating ministry. It's when we give thanks to God for all that He's done in us and through us over the past 12 months and take time to look forward to the year ahead. And I think it's one of the most lovely services that we have. Now, obviously, it's been postponed this year, but that doesn't mean that God has not got a vision for us. He is still on the move, and we're still called to play our part in the proclamation of the gospel and the transformation of our village. And if you're a regular here, you'll know that our vision coalesced around 3 values that shape us as a community. The value of being committed to our relationship with God, being connected with each other, and then being courageous in mission and evangelism. Now, how do we do that in this lockdown? Well, firstly, in terms of being committed, now is a great time to really invest in that discipleship. We are called to be disciples, called to be apprentices, people who will sit at the feet of Jesus, listen to His teaching, and then learn how to apply that in our everyday lives. And there are so many resources that can help us with this discipleship. There are sermons online that you can listen to on the St Mary's website. If you have missed any, then now's a great season to listen and catch up. There are great podcasts out there. There are great Bible teaching resources. If you're not really into this new technology, then why not find the time to read a biography of one of the great Christians of history. Now, I've been really enjoying HTB's Bible in 1 Year program. I think I've said that before. I found it quite hard actually to find the time during the day to be quiet and to read and to pray when I've got the children at home. It doesn't really work. So I've turned to setting my alarm for 6:15 in the morning, and now I get up and have my quiet time then. And it's been so good exposing me to different parts of the scriptures, parts that I've not really read before. And so I really encourage you, invest in this time of being a disciple, of being an apprentice. And I'd also encourage you to, as a part of being committed, to join us at 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning when our services are online. I've heard of so many more people who are tuning in and will come on a Sunday. I've heard of people in London taking the time to listen to our services, and I've even had one family get in touch from America to say that they're really enjoying the St Mary's services. And I know that we could watch those at a different time, but there's something quite powerful knowing that we're gathering as a church family in our homes across the village at the same time. So please do join us at 10 o'clock on Sunday again. So we can still be really committed in our relationship with God. And then we can still be connected with each other. I've heard some great stories of home groups who have adapted to not being able to meet in person and are now meeting via Zoom. And I've got to confess, I'd never even heard of Zoom 3 weeks ago, and now it seems that it is the foundation of so much of my life. But people are using Zoom, people are using WhatsApp or other social media platforms to stay in touch. And they've been such sources of blessing and encouragement. And one man emailed me to say, I'm so grateful that we're still meeting in my group. It is the one thing that keeps me going week by week. Now, there are over 100 people in these groups here at St Mary's, and if you're not yet in one, then I urge you to get in touch with Mish Puddle or Simon and Ellen Harris, who lead the home group ministry, and they'll be able to slot you in to a group there. So we can still be really committed in our relationship with God and still connected with each other in our home groups. But what about being courageous? You might think it's quite hard to do mission and evangelism in this season, but God is still calling us to love our neighbour as ourselves, And I've had to have a bit of courage and cross the chicken line when I've walked down the driveways of some of my neighbours, and I've knocked on their doors, and obviously following the social distancing guidelines, have just said, I just wanted to check in and see how you are. And people have been really grateful for that and thankful. And it's built a relationship with people that I didn't really know that well. So we can still be a people who are being good neighbours, who are sharing God's love with people at this time. And I think in all the uncertainty and the realization that actually many of the things that we put our faith in have not proved themselves to be as firm as we thought. Actually, there's a real openness to exploring the Christian faith at the moment. Jesus is the one thing in life that we can be certain of. So we are still able to be people who are committed in our relationship with God, connected with each other, courageous in ministry, even though the APCM has been cancelled and we might think that we don't have a vision this year. That's not true. The church building might be shut, but St Mary's West Horsley is open, and we are still a people who've got a part to play in proclaiming the gospel of Jesus Christ and playing our part in the transformation of our community. So wherever you are, I hope that you're safe. I hope that you're well. We miss you very much. We look forward to meeting again. God bless you, and I hope that you'll join us on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock for our next service. Take care.